Hi students, good afternoon. How are you? I hope all of you are fine. Welcome to Grade 12 Business Mathematics class. We are learning our third chapter, Integral Calculus 2. So we have learned something up to example 3.18. I asked you to learn everyday portions. So I hope all of you learn. So we'll start from example 3.19. Okay. So I hope some of you tried the exercise problems also. If you can means please try them. Okay. So let's come to example 3.19. Just I am reading the question from your book. You listen to your book. Okay. The marginal cost and marginal revenue with respect to commodity of a firm are given by C dash of x and R dash of x is given. So from the C dash of x and R dash of x, we need to find R of x and C of x. So same as previous problem. Understand? So given that is marginal cost. The marginal cost and marginal revenue is given. Okay, so marginal cost is given as 8 plus 6x. So that is same as C of x is equal to integration of mc dx plus, so two constants you need to apply. So first constant you will apply as k1. So what will happen? Substitute the value 6x. So integration of 8 plus 6x dx. Okay, plus k1. Now we integrate it. So 8x plus 6x square by 2 plus k1. So this 2 will get cancelled. You will get the value of C of x as 8x plus 3x square plus k1. So take this as equation number 1. Okay. Next. But you know is it right? But given when x is equal to 0, C is also 0, which implies k1 what's the value will get 0. So this one when I am explaining in the definition I taught you. So C is equal to 0, k1 also 0. So therefore equation 1 implies in the place of k1 you substitute as 0. So C of x is equal to 8x plus 3x square. So take this as equation number 2. Understand? Understand all of you? Okay. Next what will you do? What they gave? Given marginal revenue is given. MR value is given as 24. So R of x will be find integration of MR dx plus another one constant k2. That's equal to integration of 24 dx plus k2. So what's the integration? 24x plus k2. This is a value of R of x. Okay. So R is equal to 0. X is equal to, when x is equal to 0, which implies k2 also there was a value 0. Previous problem I taught you. So what will happen? R of x, what will happen? Take it as equation number 3. You substitute in the place of k2 as 0. That's equal to 24x. Take this as equation number 4. Now we have found out the value of R of x and C of x. So you need to find total profit. Is it right? So total profit functions P of x is equal to, the formula is R of x minus C of x. So R of x, what's the value? P of x is equal to 24x minus 8x minus 3x square. So P of x is equal to 16x minus 3x square. This is the answer. Understand students? So here they give the value of marginal cost and marginal revenue. So from that C of x and R of x you need to find out. Afterwards R of x minus C of x. From that you will get the total profit. They gave in the question find the total profit, given that the total cost at 0 and the output is 0. So only we have substituted this in R is equal to 0 means x also 0, which implies, okay, so according to the given question. Understand students? Okay, let's move to the next problem. Example 3.20. Listen the question from your book. the marginal revenue function in thousand of rupees of a commodity is 10 plus e power minus 0.05x, where x is the number of units sold. Find the total revenue from the sale of 100 units. Okay, so given marginal revenue is given, we need to find the total revenue from sale of 100 units. You need to find. Okay, solution: given marginal revenue r dash of x is equal to 10 plus e power minus 0.05x. Okay, so total revenue from sale of 100 units is r is equal to, what's 100, is it right? So 100 units means how will you write, ma? 0 to 100. Okay, 0 to 100 r dash of x dx. So if there is a limit, you no need to apply the constant. That's all. Okay, so if there is a limit, no need to apply the constant. Okay, if there is a limit, no need to apply the constant. Okay, so here no need to apply the constant. Up to 100 units they are, so only 0 to 100. So that's equal to integral of 0 to 100 10 plus e power minus 0.05x dx. Okay, now you integrate. What's the integration? 10x plus e power minus 0.05x divided by the coefficient of x. So this one you know, is it right? 0.05. The limit is from 0 to 100. Now apply the limit. 10 into 100 plus e power 100 into minus 0.05 divided by 0 minus 0.05 minus 10 into 0 plus e power minus 0.05 into 0 divided by minus 0.05. Simplify. That's equal to, if you are simplifying, you will get thousands. This minus you can bring here. Minus, if you multiply 100 means 2 points, it will go there, is it right? So e power minus 5 divided by 0.05 minus, so this one everything will be 0 minus, we will get the value as e power 0, is it right? So e power 0 means 1 divided by, minus is there, so you can bring the minus here, so 0.05. So next step, you can substitute the value of e power minus 5. Okay, so e power minus 5, the value is given in your question. So you can use the calculator for the examination. Okay, so you don't worry. So you can use the calculator. So this calculations and all you can use by using the calculator. Okay, 1000 minus e power minus 5, the value is given as 0.0067 divided by 0.05 minus 0 minus, that is minus, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by 100, what will happen? 100, is it right? So minus 100 by 5, like that you will get. So that's equal to 1,000 minus into minus, so it will be 20, correct? Minus into minus plus, is it right? So plus 20, then minus of this minus 20, is it right? So minus of 20 into this one, if you divide means you will get the answer 0.0067. So otherwise, according to your thing, you can calculate by using the calculator. So when you are simplifying, you will get this answer. Understand? So this and all you can use by using the calculator. So we need to find the total revenue. We got 019.87 into total revenue, is it right? So total revenue means into how much you will multiply? 1000. That's equal to rupees 1019,870 rupees. This is a total revenue. Understand, students? All of you got it? So this is, so in your question they gave the marginal revenue in 1000 of rupees of a commodity. Okay, so 1000 into 1000. If you eventually got the answer. Understand? Okay. Let's move to the next problem. write down the question from your book. Example 3.21. Reading the question. The price of a machine is rupees 5 lakhs with an estimated life of 12 years. The estimated salvage value is 30,000. The machine can be rented at 72,000 per year. The present value of the rental payment is calculated at 9% interest rate. Find out whether it is advisable to rent the machine. Okay, so each and every problem is somewhat different. So because of that, I am not at all giving homeworks every day. Okay, so everyday portion, please take down to your classwork and at once one time write and say. Then only you will get thorough knowledge. Otherwise, you will feel very difficult this section. This 3.2 as well as 3.3 you will feel very difficult. Okay, so because of that, please write down and learn every day. Okay. Solution. T here, how will you take? 0 to t, it is given as 72,000 e power 9%. So 0.09 into t dt. Okay, then present value of payment for 12 years. Okay, so first you calculated for t years, is it right? Next in the place of t is 12. So what will happen? 0 to 12, 72,000 e power minus 0.09 t dt. That is equal to 72,000 is a constant. So you can take this as outside. So what's the integration? E power minus 0.09 t divided by minus 0.09. Limit is from 0 to 12. Simplify, that's equal to 72000. Bring this to here, minus 0.09. Apply the limit, e power minus 0.09 into 12 minus e power minus 0.09 into 0. So you can calculate by using the calculator. Otherwise, multiply both denominator and numerator by 100 and afterwards simplify. You will get the answer as minus 800,000 into e power. This one means e power minus 1.08 minus e power 0. Okay, simplify. That's equal to minus 800,000. The value of e power minus 1.08 is given in your question, 0.3396 minus 1. So you subtract this 2 and multiply with this, you will get 528,320 used by calculator. Okay, then cost of a machine you can find out from here. Cost of the machine is equal to, how will you find the cost of the machine? So salvage value is given, is it right? So from this present value of the payment of 12 years, from this to that salvage waste, if we calculate the subtract means we will get the cost of the machine, is it right? So the price of the machine is given as well as salvage value is given. So from the price means it is a new machine. Okay, so salvage value if we subtract means you will get the cost of the machine, is right? So 50,000 minus 1000 is 30,000 is equal to 470,000. Okay, got it? Okay, so therefore it is not advisable to rent the machine. It is better to buy the machine. Yes, so if you are renting, that is rent the machine means it is whether it is advisable or not, they asked, is it right? So here it is better to buy the machine. The reason, have you understand? So it is not better to rent the machine, it is better to buy the machine newly. Yes, therefore it is not advisable to rent the machine related to bioenergy. Okay, got it? Have you all understand? Okay. So next one. Next one, small heading is there in your book. Take down your book, all of you. Take down your book. See in your book. Inventory. Given the inventory, page number 70 after this question. Put the heading inventory in your note. Then what are the things you need to write in the sense? Given the inventory on hand I of x and the unit holding cost C1. The total inventory carrying cost is C1 into integral of 0 to t I of x dx, where t is the time period under consideration. Please write down that 4 lines to your note. Okay. Please write down the 4 lines to your note in inventory. Okay. There is one formula for carrying cost. Inventory carrying cost we will use in the problems. Okay. Shall we move to the next problem? Example 3.22. I am reading the question. A company receives a shipment of 200 cars every 30 days. From experience, it is known that the inventory on hand is related to the number of days. Since the last shipment I of x is given, find the daily holding cost for maintaining inventory for 30 days if the daily holding cost is rupees 3.5. Okay, so whatever the given values, you can write it first. So here, I of x, the value is given as 200 minus 0.2x. Okay, then C1, it is given as rupees 3.5. Then T, it is given as 30. So total inventory carrying cost, now I have set the formula. So total carrying cost. Total inventory carrying cost is equal to C1 integral of 0 to R. Okay. 0 to R I of x dx. Correct? That's equal to 3.5 into 0 to 30. Is it right? So T or R. Okay, T. 30, 200 minus 0.2x dx. So if there is a limit, you won't apply the constant. Okay, that's equal to 3.5 integrated 200x minus 0.2 x square by 2. Okay, x square by 2. Integration is, limit is from 0 to 30. Okay, now you can apply the limit 3.5 into 200 into 30. This 3.5 is common for both. Minus 0.2 into 30 square divided by 2. Minus 200 into 0 minus 0.2 into 0 square divided by 2. Anyhow, this value will become 0. The balance is 3.5 into, if we multiply 200 into 30, you will get 200 into 30 means 6,000, correct? Minus 0.2 into 30 square means 900 divided by 2. You can cancel from here to here. You will get 450. Okay, so that's equal to 3.5 into 6,000 minus 0.2 into 450. So you will get 900. 1 point here means 90. So subtract 3.5 into 6,000 minus 90. So you can use calculator. Okay. So okay, 0. Here it is 9 0. Sorry. 6,000 minus 90. Okay, so 0 here to here you can take it. So 10, 1 will be there. Here 9, 9, 5. So 5, 9, 1, 0. So if you multiply this 2, you will get the answer as 20685. Okay, so this is the answer for this problem. Okay, understand all of you? Understand? Have you got it? Okay. So next one, after completing this, all of you take your book. small formulas. So when you are learning, please differentiate it and write down anywhere and learn each and every formulas thoroughly. Next heading is amount of the annuity. Put the heading amount of the annuity. The amount of the annuity is the sum of all payments made plus all interest accumulated. Let the sum annuity consist of equal payments of rupees P and let the interest rate of 4% annually be common continuously. Amount of annuity after n payments. So that 2 lines is enough. Remaining you can learn from your book. So you take down your book and write down this one. That is amount of annuity. Put the heading. Amount of annuity after n payments is equal to 0 to n p into e power rt. Okay, what's the formula? P into e power rt dt. Okay, so only one problem is there in this section. So we will complete that. Take down the question from your book. Example 3.23. Mr. Arul will invest some amount in ABC. So it is given as P values. P is equal to 10,000. R is equal to 10%. So 10% means 0.1. Okay. So then N is equal to 5. So apply the formula for annuity. Annuity is equal to, what's the formula? 0 to N P e power RT dt. Okay. So that's equal to 0 to 5. P value 10,000. E power R value 0.1. Okay. Into T dt. Okay. Now we will integrate. So 10,000, you can take it outside. E power 0.1 into T divided by 0.1, 0 to 5. You can take this constant outside. So you will get 10,000 divided by 0.1 into e power 0.1 into 5 minus e power 0.1. So if you are multiplying with the 10 numerator and denominator, so one more you will get 4, 5 zeros will be there. So equal e power 0.5 minus e power 0. Okay. So that's equal to e power 0.5. The value is given in your question. Is given in your question. What's the value? 1.6487 minus 1. So simplify. Subtract with 0.6487. So multiply by using calculator. So 64870. So this is the annuity. Understand? So each and everything formula is very important. So learn the formula and learn it. Okay. So I think almost we have completed some examples. So some examples are left in this section. So you learn everything. Okay. Okay, students. So next section. Next is a new section. Consumption of natural resource. So that one we will start in the next class. So 2 more small sections are there. 10 exercise problems is left in there. So we'll start in the next class. Before that, you please complete it and learn it thoroughly. Okay, maintain your classes neatly. Learn everyday portion, then only it will be very easy for you. So each and every day 1 or 2 formulas I am saying. So you learn it everything. Okay, so practice it. Be safe, students. We will meet in the next class with the next new topic, consumption of the natural resources. Okay, students. Thank you.